I want to bring you a video of a topic I saw and heard earlier today. It's regarding the Niners, Raiders, Seahawks, Rams, and pretty much the AFC West and NFC West. So the rumor is that Mark Davis volunteered to the NFL that he would be willing to move the Raiders to the NFC West. Reason being is that if they move to LA, they want two teams. The NFL clearly wants two teams. And here's the scenario. There's three teams. Chargers, Raiders, and the Rams. There are potential teams that are looking to move to the Los Angeles area. Now the problem is that if they're looking to get two teams, they can't have the Chargers and the Raiders together. And so they because you can't have two teams in the AFC together in the same city. So Mark Davis said that he would be willing to move the Raiders into the NFC West, and the NFC West would have to move one of the teams. Now, if you guys remember, a long time ago, a while back, before the Seahawks was in the NFC West, they were the AFC West. So what they would do is move the Seahawks to the AFC West, bring them back to there, and then have the Raiders being the same with the NFC West, with the Rams, Niners, Cardinals, and the Raiders. So they could build like a, because the Oakland Raiders and the Niners fan base don't really like each other per se. That's one reason why they don't play during the preseason against each other. So because of the fights and shooting and stuff like that last game that took place. And it's going to be interesting with the regular season game for this year. So here's what's interesting about that. If that scenario happens, then that moves the Chargers for sure to the Los Angeles area. Now, the reason why they can't have the Rams, because again, they want two teams, and the owner clearly wants, he purchased land already. He wants to build a stadium from the base of what it sounds like. And the thing is, they're going to try to do everything in their power to move there, and be the only team there. Now, if they can move, they're going to have no competition if they're the only team. Because the Rams didn't want to compete with the Raiders. So Stan Kroenke, which is the owner of the Rams, is a real estate guy. So Stan Kroenke wants to move there with no competition, which makes sense for him as a business guy, and is willing to put up most of the money, but some of the city money. So realistically, the easiest thing would have been having the Rams move that way, because all the other teams are in the West. St. Louis is not really in the West if you think about it geographically. Seattle and the Niners have that real intense rivalry right now. LA Rams, they were there before. Geographically, it makes sense. And then also the Cardinals Arizona Cardinals are within the same time zone pretty much. So I think that's a no-brainer that they should just have the Rams move back, but obviously it's a money thing. In California, it's really hard to get a football stadium approved. Look how long it took for the Niners to get their new stadium. And the problem, what they're trying to do is, since the Chargers and the Raiders are already in California, the easiest thing is to move to Los Angeles and have the new stadium ready for them in that sense. But obviously NFL is trying to get 2 teams, and Stan Kroenke needs to be willing to give that up. So I thought it was an interesting topic that was brought up today. Either way, I think the Rams or the Raiders moving into the AFC West would be okay, but I would like to keep Seattle. Actually, I think they have a great intense rivalry against them, but preferably I would like to keep the Raiders in the AFC West and just move the Rams, and if they could move the Chargers if they want the 2 teams that way. I think that would be the best case scenario. Raiders have too much history with the AFC West. I don't think Al Davis would be satisfied. I'm surprised if any of the old legends or previous players are willing to move that way, in that sense. So, thought this was an interesting topic. Wanted to bring your attention. And this was first heard on the Bleacher Report yesterday that he wrote the article. I'll send you the link. Go ahead and click on the link below. I'll provide that information by Jason Cole. Other than that, hopefully you like this video. Go ahead and like, share, and comment. And until next time, thanks.